Hey man, you already know what it is. See what I see, man. Hey, listen, it's your very first time coming to the channel, man. Hit that like button, all right? Hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate you if you just did that, man. Thank you very much. And if you didn't do it, dang, dog, why you don't rock with your boy, man? You know what I mean? Show a little love. It don't cost nothing. But anyway, man, I want to go ahead and get to this video, man. This video really tripped me out. Had me shook, had me scared, had me looking crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I went to the Sioux, aka Sosua in Dominican Republic. If you don't know, now you know. And for the first time in my life, I felt haunted. Okay. I've never experienced anything like this in my life before. And it has really left a mark on me that I can't shake it. Like there's nowhere in the US that I can go where I have ever felt this. And it sucks because it's in another country. And now it's got me to the point where I'm actually thinking about moving. Like I really, really want to leave the United States, the US of A, and go somewhere else and parlay and partake forever and ever and ever. It is a different feeling, man. Look, most fellas are not gonna understand what I'm talking about. Now, the few that are is either you've been there before or you just like a real super smooth dude and all that. Girls just always been on you since high school and all that. And middle school, I get that. I give you that. But even then, it's not to this level, man. It's not to this level, to this extent. When you go to Dominican Republic, more so when you go to the Sioux, when you go to Sosua, man, it is a different ball game, bro. You know, I'm a type of dude, I'm gonna tell y'all something about me. I've been pulling a lot of shorties for a long time, man. Like for real. I'm talking about, I don't care if it was as a cashier, when I worked in a fitting room department. I'm talking, because I worked in a lot of grocery stores and stuff. So I'm picking up customers left and right, the customer service manager, other cashiers, girls in the fitting room department. I'm that type of dude, man. Like, you know what I mean? I don't smoke, I don't drink. I like getting it in, if you know what I'm saying. You know, like that's what I like to do. Boxing matches, WWE matches, street fighting matches, Mortal Kombat finisher matches, all kind of matches. It's going down with me. So this is what I like. I'm like, yo, it go down like that in the DR. Dude's like, yo, it go down like that in the DR, but you may not be ready for it, bro. I'm like, man, what you talking about? I may not be ready for it. You know, I'm talking trash. I'm talking trash. I done been there, done that, man. Ain't no girl gonna phase me. I done seen it all. I done did it all. You feel me? I'm talking about parties. I've been to mansion parties where it go down. I've done all type of stuff in my life. So I'm like, you know, what's the big deal? Like, yo, I want to go there, have a great time, but you know, you ain't phasing, you ain't stunting nothing over here. So everybody kept trying to tell me, man, and I'm like, look, I'm telling y'all, I'm ready. Like, this ain't nothing. When I get there, it's gonna be easy peasy. I'm trying to see how many boxing matches and wrestling matches I'm gonna have in one day. That's all I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Who gonna get hit with the DDT? Who gonna get hit with the Stone Cold Stunner? Who gonna get hit with the choke slam? You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out who's what, who's gonna get what. So everybody, once again, they just like, all right, we gonna see. I'm like, all right, we gonna see. So man, I get out there. I'll never forget this, man. Now, mind you, I was already a little shook up because of where I was coming from. I landed in Santo Domingo, uh, and no, was it Santo Domingo? Yeah, Santo Domingo. Wherever that was, I landed where the Caribbean tour bus is, right? So I get on the Caribbean tour bus, and it was a crazy experience flying into another country, getting on the Caribbean tour bus and all that stuff, and then getting driven all the way to Sosua in the dead of night. All right, I didn't get to Sosua till about like midnight, so I didn't get the experience some guys get where they talking to the chicas and everything on the bus and all that stuff. Like everybody was quiet. We were doing our thing. We had to go through all these checkpoints. It was crazy. So I'm going to attribute me being shooken up, most of that, because of the way I came into the country. But when I finally got there, man, I had to really explain to the taxi dude where to take me. He didn't really know where to take me because it was kind of a newer establishment that we was at. I think it was the Garden Condos and whatnot. And we finally get there, and I get out. It looks like I'm in the middle of nowhere because he took me to this back alley. I walk all the way down. My homeboy's on the phone. Shout out to the Willies and Ice. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, sorry about that, guys. I don't even remember where I was at, but yeah. So I do remember I was telling y'all I was talking smack and all that to my homeboys and everything, and telling them what I can, and, what I can do when I get out there. Like, it's no problem. I'm good. These shorties don't know what it is. Like, I'm coming out there, man. We about to have a good time. We about to wild out, right? So I'm gonna tell you guys. Matter of fact, right before I got to the Airbnb, when I was in the vehicle, and remember, this has got to be like almost midnight. It's getting midnight, right? When I when I get when I'm in the vehicle and they taking me up like one of the main streets in Sosua, and it's almost midnight, you would think like, oh, okay, it's not gonna be that popping or whatever. Bro, when I tell you, it was so many people outside. It was so many people out there partying. It was bananas. All right, that's number one. I'm in this taxi and it's taking me up to the Airbnb. And I don't know how. I thought like the taxi had some type of little tents on it or whatever. But even still, if it didn't have that much tents on it, the shorties was looking at me, and I'm talking about tons of them. They're yelling at the taxi. They're like literally yelling at the taxi. Hey, Poppy, ooh, Poppy, like they're yelling at the taxi, bro. And I'm like, first of all, how do they know that, I'm visiting or something? How do they even know to yell at me? And there's tons of them, man. They're everywhere. This is streets just filled, bro, with just chicas everywhere, right? Dominicans everywhere. People out partying. It's bananas out there. So I'm like, yo, like, what's good? So take me to the Airbnb. I get out the Airbnb and stuff, right? So when I get out the Airbnb, when I get to the Airbnb, my homies meet me and stuff. They told me how to get there. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm here. Da 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 da. It's all good. So I walk. I get everything situated. I'm a little shook because of how I got there. I will say I was a little shook. But after I set everything down in the whole, in the Airbnb and stuff, I get my bearings together. I take a deep breath. I'm like, all right, I'm here. Like, I'm actually here in the Dominican Republic. I made it, man. Like, I've been watching this stuff on YouTube, seeing all the creep cam videos, all that type of stuff. All right, we here. We lit. Let's get it popping. You know what I mean? Let's get it cracking. So I walk outside, I go through this big, through our gates and everything, and I start walking to where all the action is. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna, just sneak through, slide through, see this area and stuff, right? Dude, I promise you, I walk down the street. This girl walk up to me. She asked me how I was doing, my name and all that stuff, and literally smelled me. And I'm like, what? And she said, oh, you wearing YSL cologne. And I'm like, what? Like, how did she know? Like, she smelled me, man, and knew exactly what I was wearing off top. She like, yo, let me get your WhatsApp. I'm like, oh, you want my what? She took my phone, put the information in the phone, and was like, yo, hit me up, whatever, Poppy, hit me up. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, dude, listen, the best way I can describe this place, man, I don't think you've ever been hunted before. All right. Like, seriously, like how we as guys, when we go on the hunt and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm telling y'all, I was hunted, man. I was literally hunted out there. And it had me shook because I've never in my life seen it like this before, bro. It doesn't happen like this in the United States. You don't have them, and they're in packs, man. They're like in packs of wolves, they're in packs, man. You understand what I'm saying? And they know what they want. And if they want you, man, they are coming. They're gonna don't make eye contact with these shorties, man. If you make eye contact, that is an invitation. That is an invitation. The roles are literally reversed out there, man. It's like if you make eye contact, that's basically telling shorty to come here. For real, like how we wish it was in the United States, that's how it really is in the United States. You understand what I'm saying? Like it is a complete role reversal, and I'm telling you, you're going to every dude, every guy. I'm telling you, it's the same story. We all be like, yo, it blows your mind because you got to get used to it. Like after the first couple of times, I got used to it. I'm like, all right, cool. It's to the point where, man, listen, I'm telling you, it's such a role reversal that you're not going to want to even be bothered, bro. You're not going to want to be bothered after a while because it's going to be happening so much, and you're like, dang, is this what women be going through in the States? Is this what women go through in the States, where everywhere they go, if they go to the gas station, hey yo mommy, hey yo, hey baby, come here, and where you go to the grocery store, if you go to the laundromat, if you go to the club, like, it's happening everywhere. Yo, this is what's happening to you, man. Complete role reversal, because you're an American. And I know when we're here in America, we don't really understand what that mean as men. You're a black American male, especially you young. You got a passport, you traveling, you got your bread together. You're not these dudes out here, begging for money and stuff, or ain't got their stuff together. Like, you really got your bread together. You got a nice place. You got everything did up the right way. Bruh, listen, you like a walking Lamborghini, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. You're a walking Lamborghini. So it is just mind-boggling, because they're gonna let you know what's up. They're gonna come at you and let you know, man. Some of them will walk up and just grab your mans, like they gonna grab the meat. You know what I'm saying? They making it look like you Arby's. We got the meat, bro. They gonna grab your meats. You know, like man. Listen, I tried to tell some of my homies, my brothers. You know what I mean? um, and it was just, you can't believe, it's hard to believe unless you see it, man. That's all I'm saying. It's hard to believe unless you see it, because never in my life have I met women that was just this forward, and they're hunting you, and then they're not even like they're not even on that. I have heard some situations where girls can get jealous, but it never happened with me, man. I had homegirls that I met, and we got cool and all this stuff. They were introducing me to the other homegirls and telling them how dope I was and all this stuff. I'm like, yo, wait a minute, what? Like, this ain't gonna happen, bro. Listen, this ain't happening in the U.S. That's not happening in the U.S., but it happened. It was just a different type of vibe, man. It was a different type of vibe. So my very first time going there, man, I really was shook. I was really shook, because it just blew me away that women would really behave in this manner, and then they would come to you saying, what they wanted to do, and seeing what you up on. Because usually, like, when it's us guys, we trying to go out to a club or something like that, we out there hunting, like, yo, let's go out to the club. We about to, hey, how many numbers y'all gonna pull, blah, 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 blah. That's what they're doing. That's what they're us. And it's like, bro, all right, you think, oh man, I want it, yeah, come on, bring it, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man, it's gonna be an influx, and it's gonna be an overload, and you, like, your first time, and that's why I seen a lot of guys who did videos, and they talking about, oh man, I wish it could be my first time again, like going back there, man, I wish it was my first time again. And I understand what they mean, because it's gonna blow you away. It's gonna blow you away, and you're just gonna be like, man, just not knowing. See, it's crazy when you experience that, and you just don't know. You don't know what's gonna go on, so it's really like a surprise factor for you. So that's what I experienced, and I'm really, really happy I got a chance to experience something like that, because there's a lot of you guys out there who've never been out of the country, you've never been anywhere, like that, and you've never had women treat you in that way. You never, like, it's to appreciate being an American, you have to leave America. I know it doesn't sound right, but I'm telling you, in order to really appreciate being an American, you need to leave America. Because when you go to other countries and people are representing their nation, they're going to let you know that you're American. And you're going to see how privileged you are. You're going to see the advantages you have. You're going to see how far your money goes. You're going to see all that. And it really made me proud to be an American, just to understand and know how my money and my capital goes, how people look at me in other countries. You literally could change some people's lives, man, in these other countries, just with your income and the things that you know and the things that you do, the opportunities that you could provide, the things that you could learn. It's a different ball game, man. And I really don't think a lot of people understand this concept about when you go to these other countries, man. You are a pretty big deal if you carry yourself in that way. Some dudes are just bums, but if you carry yourself in a certain manner, Nah, man, you lit. You are definitely lit. You are definitely legit. So if this your first time ever watching this video or any of my videos, I appreciate you, for staying this long and watching. If you have any questions, put it in the comments below. If please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to support this channel, go to inyourfaceart.com. You can purchase like some of my t-shirts, my hoodies, my jackets, all that type of stuff. I got some cool canvases, I got posters, I got all that cool stuff in there. And if you just say, you know what, I don't really care about all that art stuff, dude, I just want to support, man, hit the Cash App, man. It's greatly appreciated. If you have any questions or want to hear any other stories and stuff, man, let me know. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, dude, that was the very first time in my life that I felt hunted. And I'm trying to tell you, it definitely it changed my perspective, and it made me appreciate, like when I'm in the US, man, I really don't care about dating in the US no more, man. After leaving the country and seeing how the women out there behave, you couldn't pay me enough to just stay here in the US, bro. I cannot wait to leave and go back. You know what I'm saying? I cannot wait to go back to Thailand. I can't wait to go back to DR. I can't wait to go back to Jamaica. I can't wait to go back. It's so, bro, it's like, it is a different world, man. Portugal, Lagos, Paris. Paris was cool. Italy was cool. Now, there's some places I do want to go back to when I went to Italy, but that's a whole nother video. But yeah, man, I can't see myself just staying here. There's no freaking way. No way at all. So if you haven't, ever traveled before, man, please do yourself a favor, man. You'll thank me later. Go ahead and get that passport, man. Go ahead and make that jump, make that leap. It will definitely change your life. But before you go, man, also, I do have my very first children's book that I'm working on that's coming out soon called I Did Already. This is the book right here. So if you also want to support, you got kids or a nephew or a niece or something like that, you want to get them a cool book, please be on the lookout. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and notification bell. So when this book drops, you will be notified. I greatly appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a nice one. And this is See What I See. Hope I see you in the next video. Peace.